Shimmy outside of the sisters. Precinct Officer Ricard, the Israelite School of UPK. Start out at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commandant General Yohana. As y'all know, we've been dropping this truth since 1969. Teaching the truth according to the Bible, letting all blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians know that they are the 12 lost tribes that make up the nation of Israel, alright? Okay, so y'all bear with me 1 second. We'll check a few things out, and then we'll get rocking and rolling on here, alright? Give me 1 second. So we up on the book. Show we up on there, and then once I do that, then we get it in. Yeah, we up on here also. No sweat. Alright. Most High Christ. Alright. Nah. Okay. Bear with me. I want to just pull this up. Flip to it. I'll flip to this thing, y'all. Bear with me. Okay. I had it up here. Good night. What I just done? Oh, there we go. Alright, no sweat. So as y'all know, this is the Brotherhood class. Alright. And I just want to drill these Brotherhood scriptures, man. You know what I'm saying? So that way it sink in. It stick with brothers and sisters or what have you. You know what I mean? So we gonna drill these things. You know what I mean? I could drop these joints every week. So, you know what I mean? Y'all get with me. Also, you can call into that number as well. That's posted up there. Alright. So, boom. As y'all know, we gonna spark it off with Zephaniah. We gonna jump in there real quick because, you know, right now it's definitely, you know, a time for so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians to unify. You know what I mean? It's definitely, you know, necessary to unify. You know what I mean? Given the circumstances that we living under. You know what I mean? Police brutality, systematic oppression. You know what I mean? All of the racism that we suffer inside of America. You know what I mean? It should be, you know, I gotta turn this music down. Bear with me 1 second. It should be the driving force as to why, you know what I mean, we come together as a people. You know what I mean? It's the only logical thing to do. If you really just sit down and think about it, you know, unification amongst so-called black, Hispanic, and Native Indians is, you know, absolutely necessary, and it's vital in combating white supremacy. You know what I mean? If we're tired of systematic oppression, if we're tired of the police using deadly force, you know, on our people for unnecessary reasons, if we tired of all the, you know, mistreatment that we suffer here inside of America, you know, us, you know, as a people, then it's definitely time to unify with one another. You know what I mean, and separate from the oppressor in doing so as well. You know what I mean? That separation is not just a physical separation either. That separation that is necessary, that we must undergo, is spiritual, you know what I mean, as well as physical, but mostly spiritual. We have to separate from this kingdom spiritually in order to combat it. You know what I mean? As long as we continue to join ourselves to America, we'll continue to fail. We'll continue to suffer all of the mistreatment that we've been suffering for, centuries upon centuries. That will never change. You know what I mean? Until we separate ourselves from this empire. All right. So with that, let me jump straight into it, man. Let me go to what you call. Where we was at with it. Zephaniah 2:1. Y'all know I'm gonna go there. Alright. So let's get it. Alright. Gather yourselves together. Yea, gather together, O nation not desired. You know what I mean? Now it's time. Now it's time for us to gather ourselves together. You know what I mean? Gather ourselves together, and we've gathered together on many occasions. We've gathered together and tried to be united under different banners and different philosophies and what have you. We tried to be united under these things. However, all of them have failed us. You know what I mean? The one place that hasn't failed us, where blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians have been gathering together, is inside Isupk under gathering together in this body since 1969. You know what I mean? Until present day. You understand? So that's where we must gather together. Everywhere else, this body right here, the ISUPK, this body has not failed our people. This body right here has taken, our people off of drugs. You know what I mean? This right here has taken our people out of prison and kept them out of prison. Where we are truly united and on one accord has turned, sisters who were absolutely monstrous into something so delicate and wonderful. You understand? In this body, a sister that would call the police on the brother. You know what I mean? A sister that would, try to destroy your brother with her you understand? Something wonderful. You know what I mean? And that's exactly what we need. You know what I mean? We need our people. We need to change as a people. You know what I mean? We need to change our spirit. We need to get our balance in position of dominance over a black or Hispanic, to restore the balance, because the true and proper order, it should be that the brother is over the woman. You know what I mean? No amount of financial, your financial status shit. So we need to get the so-called black, Hispanic, and Native Indian family back and back right in the proper order that the Lord ordained for it to be in. You understand? That's right in, as a people, and we'll be able to combat the oppressor properly. And gather yourselves together, yea, gather together. Nation is not a people that's desired. It's absolutely acceptable to murder our people and suffer no repercussions for it, and we're expected to want no justice and never say anything. You know what I mean? We had that have been any other nation, it would have been, it wouldn't have had to been a national outcry in order for any charges to be brought up on anyone. Had they had suffered, another nation had suffered continuously on a daily basis in this kingdom. You know what I mean? But let's read on. Before the decree bring the book of Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, it tells us, when we stand with the Most High, the Most High fight against all of our enemies. You know what I mean? Because the Lord gonna hold us down for it. All right. But stand in opposition. Most High. We stand. Shalakia. When we stand with the oppressor and against the Most High by doing so, now the Lord is not with us. You know what I'm saying? When we stand against the Most High, that ain't against the Most High. You know what I mean? When caught up in the birthdays and the holidays, the Thanksgiving, the July 4th, and you setting off the fireworks or what have you, you sparking the grill. You know what I mean? When we get caught up in this king, that's when the Lord is angered. You know what I mean? The Lord is angered. You know what I mean? We suffer a great deal. You know what I mean? We suffer being oppressed by nation people on the face of earth without there being any problem with it. You know what I mean? That's what we become because the Most High don't look at. He ain't watching after us at that point. You know what I mean? All right. Before the day of the Lord's anger, for the day of the Lord's anger, the day of the Lord's anger. You know what I mean? When the Lord, y'all bear with me 1 second. Of all the nations and completely and utterly destroy them. You know what I mean? In the midst of all of that, there's going to be brothers and sisters that get called up on them chariots. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? The hellfire. Those brothers and sisters will be called up on them chariots and without any way to defend such an unfortunate thing that will seek ye the Lord, are ye meek of the earth? Salakia. Seek ye the Lord, the meek of the earth. You know what I mean? If you humble yourself, every goddamn thing. We don't know everything, man. If we didn't know everything, the hell that we in right now, every goddamn thing. But we don't. We have to understand because we are the most intelligent people on this earth. But the reason why we don't know anything is because we've grown up in them. You know what I mean? And in order to receive the truth of the Most High, you're gonna have to be able to. Once you've already been in a position, especially the longer for you to separate from it. You've grown so fond of it. You grow attached. You know what I mean? You go of what they you know what I mean. In order to make them do those type of things, regardless of the information that they receive, of it being when you find out the truth of history, and you Native American Indians, and or what have you, you understand. You know what I'm saying? If it was really about the family together, we do it on another day. The reason why we still do it on that day is because Master holiday, you know what I'm saying? Enslaved, you know what I mean? When America got their freedom from here, celebrating, we out here celebrating. It has nothing to do with us, and to celebrate it is nigh onto traitorous. You know what I mean? Like to celebrate someone else's freedom, to celebrate, absolutely hate us, destroyed us, enslaved us. You know what I mean? How freedom of making these sense self, you know what I mean? And you realize that you've been told a lie. You know what I mean? I don't know anything because the Christians about Christ, I got nothing but wrought his judgment, all right? Which have wrought his, well, I don't want to read that. Let me see. Yeah, that's no sweat. Have wrought his judgment, both the Most High and the Lord want to really, you know what I'm saying? That's the type of thing that make the Lord want to bring this kingdom. You know what I mean? And they wearing their identity regardless of who thinks you want to cult. You're evil and you're wicked and you're in spite of all of the world. You know what I mean? In spite of all that thing right there, that thing, how we've been lied to, and you know what I mean, by these and how we've been manipulating the slave master. Seek, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Seek meekness. Put on your all black. You understand? You know what I mean? Yes, I am telling what you do. Seek meekness. Humble yourself, brother. You know what I mean? Seek meekness. Put on all these. shut your mouth here. What? He trying to tell me what? Because I said so. And you know what I mean? I'm the voice of the Lord right now. Man, seek me. Okay? Ye shall be hid in the day of the Lord's anger. And it may be that you get told when Black Knight asking your question, you drugs or weapons will live a day of the Lord. Get real out here. You know what I mean? The cases are down. I don't know if I told you so. I've been going down. Hold on. All right. So we back with it.